morning, everyone. It's the last day. We are now, instead of doing Disney, we are going to be in Universal. Now, we've already been on Universal property, and yesterday Flame visited Universal, but I didn't. But today I will. Before we leave, though, I just wanted to give you guys a room tour. Now, this is the end of our trip, so I'm going to pre-apologize for the state of the beds. However, Flame was so nice that she took a picture of them when we got here, and she got here, because she got here before me, and the picture will go in right here. So you'll be able to take a look at that. But I'm going to actually start from the back of the space and go to the front of the space, just because that's easier. So, you have a lovely empty space here that used to have a luggage rack. What is this? Oh, you know what? They have compostable bags for food. Did you see this?
No.
They have eco compostable bags. That's kind of cool. And you've got your ice bucket in the box. They have, if you're a Keurig fan, coffee, green tea, and decaf coffee, which I did not use this time. But I did learn how to use a Keurig on the last trip. That was exciting. This lamp, this is a touch on. So it's a little normal snap up and down. I still love this picture. I think it's amazing. You have the beautiful view, and we will show you once more the bright and shining, beautiful view outside of our resort. Pardon the bright sunlight there reflecting up. You can see Fear Fall in the distance. Oh, is that Harry? No. Maybe? No, that's just different. It looks a little like Harry Potter area in this distance, but it's not. And you've got the boats. Then you've got this lovely chair. Was the chair comfy? Did you ever sit in it?
Yeah.
It was very comfy. I love this whole kind of beachy theme and the blues in the room. It has that kind of nice relaxation feel. Again, bed picture in here. You have USBs and plugs. They are a little tight together. We found out when we put two plugs and we couldn't use the USBs here. You do have a clock. Oh, which does have an iPhone charger directly in it, which I don't think we realized. Which is nice. I love when they do that. The lights are on the snappy on and off, and they do a sufficient amount of light, and it does. Well, I guess you only can rotate them a little bit. Oh, and we didn't even use the lights on the other corner over the bed. Did you see the other lights? On the outside of the bed,
Oh, no.
we had more room light, which we never used. You've got the beautiful TV. I will try. I realized I do these room tours very fast, so I apologize for that. The refrigerator, you'll notice when you open it, it shakes the whole thing, but it's a small one, and I like the fact that it's got the door so you can put some more stuff in there. And it's so subtle that Flame did not even know we had a fridge, so I got to share that with her. And then in here, there are two drawers for each person, or if you have 4 people, 1 drawer for each person. Just standard kind of roll in, roll out drawers. Just deep. Not a whole lot of stuff in them, but deep. Then we go to the big TV. Hello. The closet. Oh, you have separate temperature control. So you can choose your stuff. Then we flame over to here. Alright, so your bathroom, and this is kind of fun. So you've got your normal mirror, which I will move back to the side. But Flame couldn't figure out how to turn the mirror on and off. And I went, well, what does this do? Ooh. And you have different levels of brightness. And off. It's really kind of awesome. They had toiletries. The shower toiletries were already in the shower, which was kind of awesome. And we used those up. They gave enough towels for 4 people, towel, washcloth, etc. The shower itself, you've got the pole for your bathing suits. The water, I've used some of the toiletries, so I took the ones I started because they won't reuse those. The water is pretty simple, hot and cold. And you've got a seat in there, which is kind of nice. However, when the water comes down, it will not hit that seat, although once you sit on it, you'll splash the water up. Toilet, there was an extra roll of toilet paper before we started. And then you've got the pull across door, which I like because at least it means you can sit in here with light and you're not disturbing the rest of the room. But again, one of the things I don't like about Universal is there's no way to close off this. So if someone is in here turning on the lights, putting on makeup, or getting ready before everyone else, everyone gets the light. I love the coloring on that. It's pretty. And then there's the closet. When you come into the closet, you have the what do they call them on the Galactic Cruiser? The heat blower, otherwise known as a hairdryer. Extra set of bedding, I guess if you do an extra. You've got an ironing board. You've got a pretty decent size safe. I mean, I think a large laptop would fit in there. Yeah, pretty good size. You've got the thing that holds your luggage that was out in the middle of the room and some hangers. This, I will say, you have to kind of click them in. So it makes noise. It's not a quiet door. So if you're trying to sleep, yeah. And then you have Flame dressed up for Mardi Gras. And me partially dressed for Mardi Gras. I'm getting there. I didn't bring the right hat. So we're going to have to get me a good hat. Help me figure it out. All right. And mirror. Oh, full length mirror by the door. So that you can see all the good stuff. La, 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 la. And that's about it. So we're going to head out. We're going to try breakfast here at Amatista's Cookhouse. We weren't thrilled with dinner, but it's a more traditional brunch breakfast thing. So we're going to go give that a try. It is 9:20. We're a little behind schedule, but today is all about having fun. Let the good times roll. You know, film in the bathroom, but there's nobody else in here, so we look really good, don't we? We're pretty fabulous. Okay, we're going to go into the parks now. We had some fun with the security guy where everything on me was setting it off. My phone, my lanyard, my watch, and even my bra strap. Woohoo! But we're now ready to get on the boat, head to the park, get into some sunlight. Oh, thank you, blessed sunlight, blessed,
Yay,
blessed sunlight. This is because it's cold. But oh God, no, I'm leaving those on. Sorry, guys. I'm leaving that on. It's cold, guys. We're gonna get on the boat. We're gonna send you some pretty views of what it looks like getting to the park. We are at Universal Studios, and today we have a whole lot of excitement. We're going to start the morning over at Universal Islands of Adventure, and then we are heading over to Universal Studios itself because we are going to eat at Mardi Gras. Now, unfortunately, last year, oh my God, here, you're joining me. There were so many food options last year.
Oh, it was awesome.
It was
the
incredible.
Food was so good.
And so many options and so much fun stuff. And this year, because they've got the concerts back and all the regular stuff back, the food is down by half at least. And
Great.
most of the great stuff we could have eaten, all gone. Really just depressing. So what we thought was going to be a great food extravaganza today is going to be a few limited treats. We're sad. We're very sad. Guys, all right, so we are standing by the Hulk ride just because I'm taking a break for a moment, but wanted to talk to you about something I am going to try doing today. So I have motion sickness. And even in some of the simpler rides like Spider-Man and Men in Black, things like that, I still get dizzy, I still get a little queasy. So I am trying motion sickness bands. For those of you who have never seen them before, they are, and I used to have these as a kid, I used them. They are little stretchy, they're little stretchy bands, and they have a little ball in them. And what you do is you place them on your wrist, 3 fingers down, on that kind of space in between the tendon, between your first and second finger. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then what it does is it just does a slow, constant pressure on that spot. And while you're wearing them, I'm going to do it on both. It helps to keep, supposedly alleviate nausea. 1, 2, 3, and band goes about there. So I'm going to try Spider-Man today, but I'm going to try it without closing my eyes. And we'll see how long this keeps the nausea at bay. And if it does help me, I can recommend them. And if it doesn't help me at all, I'll say, well, that was a nice concept, oh well. But it does give me an option so that if I want to go on rides, I'm not going to lose everything. Because I don't even... Yeah, I'm never doing that ride. Don't even ask. Sorry. So, that being said, I can at least do some of the other rides that I tried. Things like Hagrid's. Hagrid's, which was an awesome coaster until it went backwards and I lost it. But going back to Disney, I'm really hoping to ride Guardians of the Galaxy's new coaster when it comes out later this year. And these bands are my test to see whether or not I'm going to be able to do that. Because if I can get unqueasy on some of these other things, I might even be able to ride Hagrid's or Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's the excitement. That's what I'm hoping I'll make happen. Thing 1 and Thing 2 are posing with people, and the Grinch is being surprisingly friendly with people. Exactly, the Christmas time Grinch has to speak. And that's the trolley. Here we are, the next ride. Spider-Man was not doing single rider, and it was an 80-minute wait. We are not waiting that long. We have many things to get done today that are not ride related. So we're going to do the attempt to get her on single rider for Velocicoaster and see where it goes from here. Oh, good luck. Yeah, it's looking crowded. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's still not going to happen. Not going to happen. Never going to happen. No, no, no. I'm wearing a fascinator because Flame is in line to go into Velocicoaster. And we just had an amazing experience. Well, an amazing bit of kindness. So she went into the single rider line and they were switching over the line, so she chatted briefly with the people there. And in the process, she asked, she got into the single rider line, and I stayed and chatted with the one gentleman and who was there in charge of the line and told him about my experience when I rode Hagrid's. Yeah, not gonna happen. Told them about the experience I had with Hagrid's and how I lost about 3 hours of my life afterwards just trying to get my stomach back. So he says, hang on for a second, I have to go do something. I'm like, okay, sure. So I hung out, I'm like, I was having a nice chat with him, why not? He then turns around and he hands me an express pass, said, you lost so much time, and she's going to be waiting in this line and you can't go on it because you just can't tolerate it. And he gave me a couple express passes so that I could cut the line because we are not staying in one of the higher end hotels. We're at Sapphire Falls, which is great, but it's not the step up where we would be able to do that. So he's like, here, go ahead. So she's waiting in her line and I'm going to go ride the Celebration Trolley Ride. I'm not allowed to film it. I did by accident once because I didn't know, so I'll put that footage in here. But I get to do a little enjoyment for the day. That was incredibly kind, incredibly awesome, and that was a success, ladies and gentlemen. I wore the bands in the ride, in the Forbidden Journey. Normally, I keep my eyes closed for, I'm gonna say, 75 to 80% of the ride. I just saw parts of the ride I've never seen before. I will say it is not 100%. I still started to get a little queasy because if you've been on Forbidden Journey, you are hung upside down. You are hung right side up. You are turned sideways. Everything. It's crazy. But I was able to ride it without getting incredibly ill. This is awesome. So this is a good option. I don't think it'll get me through Hagrid's, but yeah, there were things, I still had to do a little breathing. I still had to kind of work my way through a little of it, but oh my God, what a difference. What a difference. Incredible. So, we're gonna go do something a little easier now. We're gonna do a trolley ride. We actually do have quite a number of characters floating around here too. I really feel like while he's technically, I guess, an adventure character, but I really feel like he needs to be over in the Mardi Gras land because of his colors.
Jump, 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 and I'm here to provide the lyrics to make you shake the dance like a chance. Go on and dance.
Harry Potter area, you know, shame on JK for telling them, oh no, you need to make it smaller, you need to make it smaller, and not letting them do their actual job. You can see Diagon Alley if you go into the two. It's so much more spacious and you're not standing on top of each other like sardines. But man, you walk through Diagon Alley, I don't care how crowded or not crowded the day is, it is packed in there. It's just too tight, much too tight. So, it is 57 degrees and in the sun it is warm. I am about to take this sweater off. But before that, I'm going on a trolley ride. I'm so excited! We're now in line for the second of our express passes. This one is the High in the Sky Trolley Ride, which is part of Seuss Land, and one that I love. Again, it's not a coaster, it's not exciting, it's not a thrill ride. It's something I can do. Now, I just got off the Forbidden Journey. As I said, these were amazing, they helped, but I'm leaving them on for a little while, just to make sure that that pressure keeps anything kind of stable. And we're going to try this again with Spider-Man, because again, Spider-Man, while I enjoy the ride, every once in a while I still end up having to close my eyes from nausea. Now, I will tell you that the sense of lurching in my stomach, from like when you feel like you're simulated falling or rising, it still got the lurch, but it didn't destroy my sensibilities and balance with it, so that was useful. But yeah, if you have any questions about riding these with motion sickness, let me know. She is still in line for Velocicoaster. I will not be riding that even with the bands, but let's see what you think, all right? So, it was a cold ride, but it was a lot of fun. Again, I have the bands on, but that doesn't really do a whole lot for that particular ride. I did take the fascinator off and put it on my wrist. They didn't ask me to take it off, but they asked the guy in front of me to take his baseball cap off. I'm like, I don't know how well this is clipping onto my hair. I better do something about that. And Lisa, and I forgot to get the name of your SO. I think he was your SO. Pleasure to meet you. That was awesome. Thank you for joining us on the channel. It's great to have you along and learning about the fun. And yeah, we've got, and like she did, if you enjoy these videos, if you have fun and you want to learn more about traveling in Disney and Universal for adults or gluten-free dining, please give this video a thumbs up and like the channel, subscribe and follow along. I'll try to get content out as regularly as I can. And I hope this is a lot of fun for you guys. I mean, I do enjoy doing this, and I do this to help you guys find the things that make your experience the best. So I hope we're successful, and Did you hear what I said? Because I have it. I don't know, who does it look better on? Comment down below. Now in Universal Studios, about to head into Diagon Alley to get some ice cream. Ooh, because why start lunch with food? Why not just start with dessert? It's vacation-ish. Yeah. I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?